Bill O'Reilly has found out that Move On is doing an ad, and it's about the GOP war on women. And it turns out Bill O'Reilly doesn't agree. Huh, interesting. Let's watch.
If we're going to pay for your contraceptives and thus pay for you to have sex, we want you to post the videos online so we can all watch. A woman impregnated through rape should accept that horribly created gift. The gift of human life. Accept what God has given you and make the best of a bad situation.
These aren't our words. They're all real things said by prominent members of the Republican Party.
So that's the Move On ad, and I'm curious to see, since they're direct quotes, what Bill O'Reilly is going to do to twist it. Let's find out.
It is likely that American women will be the deciding factor in the presidential election this year. And so the left is trying to scare them. But what kind of a person would associate an entire political party with a few people's opinions?
There are people,
Yes.
and it's not just a few people. I mean, the Republican Party in its platform has a human life amendment in it.
It doesn't have a rape deal in it. This ad demonizes an entire party, the Republican Party, for, a fairly small, I think, point that even if it is rape or incest, you should carry the child to term.
All right, that's awesome, because number one, that is the biggest strategy the right wing has. Look at what Howard Dean has said. The entire Democratic Party has to apologize for it, okay? I mean, they've been doing this movie for the last 10 years, and Fox News will rile people up. Look at what Acorn did. The entire Democratic Party has to apologize for it. Otherwise, pull their funding, right? So that's Republican 101. And then second of all, in fact, O'Reilly, he can't even find, enough of that. So what he does is he'll go to the blogs, but then he still can't find stuff that's inflammatory enough. So he'll go to the comments put in by anonymous people on blogs and then try to get the Democratic Party to apologize for it, okay? And this joker is talking about, oh, no, it's not fair to characterize all Republicans with the comments of, by the way, Rick Santorum, who is in the top 2 of Republican presidential candidates. So how is that not fair? If anyone is representative, it's Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney.
Definitely. And look, it's not fair to have a few people make this, or profile an entire Republican Party, right? But the Republican Party is against women. There's no question about it. We do so many war against women segments on The Current Show, on our web show, that, we have too much material. We can't get to it. Okay, on The Current Show, we couldn't get to the fact that Democratic and Republican legislators in Georgia right now are debating as to whether or not a woman should be forced to carry her fetus even if it's not developing a brain. She would have to wait until she gives birth to a brainless fetus. Okay, because they don't want to give her the ability to abort that baby. That's what they're debating right now. So yeah, Republicans are against women. I don't think that ad was fair at all. And like I said before, if you vote for a Republican and you have a vagina, you are a moron.
And even if you don't have one, from time to time, you're a moron. Okay, now look, here's the deal. Anna is 100% right in terms of Bill O'Reilly's mischaracterization. Even if it was just one of their top 2 presidential contenders that made that comment, he's not alone. Look at all the bills, hundreds of bills proposed, whether it's on abortion, on contraception, on having brainless children. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's happening throughout this country, and we documented it. But O'Reilly, unbowed, continues.
This isn't about women. It's about intelligence. It's about some commercial being put out there that is blatantly propagandist. And you're telling me that most American women, no matter what party they're in, are going to believe that the Republican Party supports a denial of abortion in cases of rape and incest? You're going to tell me that most Americans are going to buy that from that piece of garbage?
You know what, Bill? I think the numbers already show it.
Okay,
and you know what?
Now, I think you're denigrating. I think you're denigrating women. I think women are much smarter than that.
Because he knows a lot about what women are thinking. Right?
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly, expert on women.
I know.
Okay, if you remember back in the tapes, he knew so much about women and loofahs and Sether. But anyway, now look, on the main issue here, I love how he points to Margaret Hoover. He's like, you're denigrating women. There's a woman there saying, hey, wait a minute, women are concerned about that issue. He's like, you're denigrating them, okay? Because Bill O'Reilly's the woman expert, and he knows. And so it's preposterous. Look, it is your party. they do have laws like that they are proposing throughout the country. And it is your presidential contender who has said that on tape. So don't complain to us, complain to your Republicans. And that's all that ad does is read quotes from Republicans. And that's the number one thing Republicans hate most, actually. That's why they hate Media Matters. Because whenever conservatives are quoted, it sounds so horrible that they're like, how dare you quote us?